Good. Well, thank you very much for joining me today for the session about how to improve your LinkedIn profile. Again, I'm not a marketing expert. Everything I'm going to share with you is based on my experience over the last year or so, going into marketing, into social media. So also, what I'm saying is not the truth. There's different options. You can use LinkedIn for different types of things. One of the reasons people use LinkedIn is for finding jobs, job hunting. So I'm not going to focus on anything like that. So I use LinkedIn more on increasing my profile and showing my expertise in my industry. So all my tips are based on that. I'm a business owner, and this is for business owners also, so that you guys can, increase your visibility on LinkedIn. So let's start with your profile section. So that is the bit that you can go to the menu and select view profile. That should give you this page where you have everything that is related to you. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the banner. Okay, please change the banner. Don't use the usual blue banner from LinkedIn. It just doesn't look professional. So you need to change that to match your branding. You can do it yourself. There's a couple of applications that you can use. I can mention those later to you. If not, just ask your graphic designer. You can just create, a banner for LinkedIn. It's not that difficult. And have something like me or like this lady, with some information in here, the logo, the name, some contact details, and their branding. It makes a huge difference. It just shows that you are serious about LinkedIn, and you are not just keeping the default background. The second thing that I will recommend you to review is your picture. Remember, this is your profile, is about you. You need to engage with people. So again, avoid pictures like this one. That is a small picture. I don't know where it is. It looks like he's in a pub or something like that. Don't put pictures of yourself, drinking a beer in the beach. It doesn't look good. You need to have a professional picture of you. You need to look professional. You need to look, smiling, and have a nice size of you so that people can recognize you. Look, we are social animals. When we meet together face to face, it's the face that we memorize more than the name. So make sure that you have a nice picture of you. I don't know if you noticed, but I changed my profile picture recently. Why? Because I discovered this website called Photo Filler. And this is quite a cool website. It's free. You guys can open an account for free. You don't have to pay nothing. When you open an account, you can also link that to your LinkedIn account, and you will import your picture from LinkedIn into the photo filler, this was my old picture. And then what you can do is you can ask people what they think about your picture, and they will vote on these three skills or levels. This is a business picture, and these are the sections that they're gonna vote. So as you can see, my original picture, it wasn't that bad. 6.7, 5.3, 7.4. So it was all right. But then I decided to upload a second one. I don't know, just try it. Personally, I think this picture, I see myself as me than this one. But as you can see, the results of this one is much better than this one on all of the areas. So that's why I decided to change my picture on LinkedIn. So as you can see, a picture can change the perception about you on other people. So make sure that you guys have a nice picture on your profile. The second important thing is going to be the headline. Okay, so the headline is the text that comes below your name. Again, because we are business owners, because what we want is to show our authority, don't put titles in here. Don't say managing director, CEO, or whatever. This is not your CV. You are not promoting you to job hunters. You want people to engage with you and understand what you do. So this section, you can add it in here. This is the headline. So just write something that makes sense and introduce you to your audience. I decided to go through just a sentence. There are some other things that you can do. You can include, for example, what is your target, what is your audience. You can also include geographies. That is something also important to you, and you can also include industries that you want to work. So, for example, if you are a business coach and you want to work with business owners of SMEs in Cambridge area, from, I don't know, accountants, so you can include those 3 keywords into your headline and make a nice sentence. I personally don't like when people start putting emojis and little things and rockets and stuff like that, but there's other people that use that. Okay, so also in here, sorry, let's just go back to other thing, is make sure that you fill also your contacts. So there's a lot of things that you can include in your contacts, like URLs for websites, phones, email addresses, other social media contacts, because if you come in here, you can see all the contacts that I have. On LinkedIn, I have everything public. I don't have any privacy settings. Everything is open. Why? Because this is a professional network. All the contacts in here, they're public. Everybody can get them from searching the web. So I have nothing to hide. So I put everything in here. In Facebook is a little bit different, but on LinkedIn, I have everything public and people can search me and look for everything online. So the other important section is going to be the about. So this is about you. Again, write this on first person, not third person. Don't talk to you about someone strange. So this is you engaging with your audience. So it needs to sound that it's you talking, not someone talking about you. I don't know, I think there's a limit of characters that you can put in here, but just write something that, gives an overview of who you are, what you do. Make it, create some spaces, don't put all the text together, make it easier to read. And again, don't go too long, just make it something, quick and easy to have an overview of what you do. And again, this is not your jobs, this is just about you. So make it a little bit more, about you instead of the functions that you do and the projects that you work and all that stuff. That there's a section down below that you can use for that. So the second, the third, I think the fourth section is going to be featured. So this is quite new to LinkedIn. They didn't used to have this like a section, but this is something that you can use to showcase things. So for example, I have a YouTube video that I recorded from one of my events. So there's a link to my YouTube channel. This is a post that I had, is one of the best posts I had, so I put the post in here. And then I have also a link to my website about digital transformation. So you can go in here and add, whatever you want. You can add posts, articles that you have. If you have some articles on LinkedIn, that's a good way to promoting them. Links to other websites and media. If you have, like PDFs and videos, you can upload them and add them in here. So this is something that is new. And again, it's important because it's all about showcasing your authority. The next big section is going to be your experience. So your experience is your actual job and your previous jobs. Again, because I'm not looking for a job and I'm not expecting job hunters to look at me as a potential candidate, I just have the last jobs I had, so I have clear ID, the couple of jobs that I've done here in the UK when I moved to the UK, and I have my company in Portugal. So I have this in here because it just makes sense, because I also talk about these things on my events. So when I tell people that I moved to England and I work in a couple of companies, they can come here and see, oh yeah, he's telling exactly the same thing that he said on my events. So it's just to create some consistency on your branding and what you are saying. You can also add some media, which this is also new, which I will recommend you to do. You can do that over here on the bottom. You can add links and upload documents. So once again, I have the link to my YouTube event, and also have a link to documents that people can download. This is 2 PDFs that I create, and another link to my website. So this is important because, again, this is visual stuff that's going to bring some attention to your audience. So make sure that you fill these sections just to help improve your profile. Education and skills, they are important, and not really. Education, yes, if that is something that is important for you, just add. I don't have any university degree, so I'm not putting nothing there. Skills, you can select the skills that you want to. These are the skills that I had to my one. I don't think this is a very important section, although this section in here, the recommendations, I think this is much more important than the 2 previous ones. And this is something that you probably need to work on it. Don't expect people to just recommend you just because they decided to recommend you. You probably need to approach, your clients and ask them nicely, can you do, or also do recommendations to other people so that they will be happy to recommend you. So I have a few recommendations because I worked on them. I asked people to recommend me. Again, the other 2 sections, the accomplishments and the interests, they are not that important. This one in here, you can add other groups, which you can use if you know that there's groups of where you're going to find people that you want to target. Then yes, join those groups because you will have access to them. But I don't think these are too much of an importance. So these are basically the sections that you need to work on your profile. If you do this, you will do better than most of people on LinkedIn. And the way for you to check that is checking the SSI index from LinkedIn. So this is the social selling index. LinkedIn analyzes 4 sections, 4 sectors of your performance on LinkedIn, and then they rank them up. So for example, my SSID is 61, which is not bad. As you can see, the things that I'm a little bit low is engaging with insights. This is the most difficult bit. If you do the things that I said to you, all of these ones, they go up. This is all about you posting and posting meaningful content. Okay, so you can also check, compare you with the others. So for example, I'm on the top 7% on my industry. So on my industry, the average people have an SSID of 29, so I'm not that bad. And for all my network, so everybody that is connected with me, they have an average of 50, so I'm on the top 28. Again, it's not that bad. You can track your performance. So I had a few weeks ago, I had 69, was quite good because I had a post that went viral and almost 2,000 views. So my engage with insights was a little bit higher, which increased my SSI index. So this is something that you should keep an eye on it and make sure that, you know, it reflects the changes that you do on your LinkedIn profile. Other thing that I'm going to recommend you is the Sales Navigator. So this is the paid version. I believe is around £50 per month for you to have the Sales Navigator. But this is where you can start looking at LinkedIn as a lead generation tool. You can start searching LinkedIn with specific things in mind. So, for example, this is a search that I create on Sales Navigator that I'm using it. So as you can see here on the left side is all the parameters that you can put in, and then you will generate a list. So for example, I'm looking for business owners. So all these words, it means people are business owner. I want companies, you know, bigger than 10 employees, but smaller than 200. So I have these two headcounts. These are all the industries that I'm interested. My company, we are not very industry specific, so we work with a few industries. So I select the ones that we like to work the most. And then you are going to select the level of connections that you want to engage. So because I want to build my connection, I'm going target second degrees connection, third degrees connections, and group members. So these are members of those groups that I joined. So that is the target that I have. And in this case, I want to target business owners in Cambridge. So that comes out 500 people that I can use to connect and engage with them. There's a few more insights here on top. You can see that 19 of them, they changed job. Some of them, 128, they post on LinkedIn, so they are quite active. So 128 on 500 is not bad. And already 11 of them, they are sharing something with me, which is good. So a bonus for you, that is, I'm going to give you, I'm going to just show you a couple of things. I'm not going into much detail on it. If this is something that may be interested to you or not, I can go over it on another session. That is, how can we use LinkedIn to prospect? Okay, and for that you need to have the Sales Navigator. And then I will recommend to have some sort tool of automation the process for you. I use this app called Meet Alfred, which is an app that links to your LinkedIn, and then you can set up campaigns and you can connect to your LinkedIn audience. So what you can do is you can automatically invite people. So basically, when you are on your LinkedIn and you have someone, so for example, this gentleman here is a third degree. If I want to connect to him, I need to come here, and then I need to go more and connect, and then I will write a message, I press send, and I wait for him to do that. So if you have to do this manually, you're going to spend a lot of time looking for people that you want to, and press the button, write something and press send. So this tool automates that process for you. So you can send invitations automatically, and everything is done, you know, by the software. The way it does is quite clever. You basically, you create a campaign where you, okay, so for example, I use that example that I use in here. So this is a list. It's this URL here on the top. So this bit is going to give me the results for this. So if I copy this link and open a new window and press paste, it's going to return me exactly the same connections. Okay, so that is how I can then tell Meet Alfred the people that I want to connect. So I can edit the sequence. Okay, and when I tell Alfred what's the people that I want to target, then I can tell him what I want him to do. So the first thing I want him to do is to visit the LinkedIn profile. So Meet Alfred is going to visit the LinkedIn profile. That is going to show on them in here. Sometimes you have people see this gentleman view my profile. So I know that Inaki was looking at me. So what Meet Alfred does is when he visits the profile, someone's going to get this in here, which is good because it means, oh, someone is looking at me. Then 1 year later, oh, sorry, 1 day later, he's going to send an invitation. Okay, so this is, I wrote that, so it's a template. He uses the same text for all of them. So he's going to send that 1 day later. After that, if the contact accept, he just follow up with a thank you. And for the people that connect with me, he starts a sequence of messaging. So after people connect with me, I go and visit their LinkedIn profile again 1 day after, and 3 days after I watch the, well, not me, Meet Alfred, I'm going to send them a message. I'm going to send a message saying, oh, thank you very much, I hope you're well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them one of my documents for free with the link on the bottom. And that's it. I'm not going to ask for anything. I'm just going to give some material for free. 3 days later, I'm going to send another message with another document. And 1 day later, I'm going to ask them, okay, I hope you enjoy what I said to you. Do you want to have a call with me and discuss further? And a link for my Calendly so that I can book a message. So this is an automation system to create engagement with LinkedIn. This is an easy way for you guys to build your network. So at the moment I have 716 connections. I had just a little bit more than 300 2 months ago, and this was all using Meet Alfred. So this is a very cool tool. It takes some time for you to understand all of this. So if this is something that you guys want to know a little bit more, then let me know, and I'm happy to set up another session and go in a little bit more detail. I hope I've gave you some good things. I'm just looking at the Q&A and see what do we have. So Jill is asking, what is my views on whether you can or should ask people who have previously given you recommendations to update it? Yeah, so you have long-term clients that you recommended ages ago and they might be out of date. Yes, I think you should do that. I believe you can go to your recommendations and ask them to review. Let me just, no, sorry, where is that? I think show more. There you go, ask for revision. Yeah, you should do that, Jill. If that is something that you have few old ones, yeah, ask them to review, because I think that is important to reflect something a little bit more recent. Where does LinkedIn get your industry from? It's me that I'm tell what is my industry. So there you go, industry. So you have a list of industries and you need to select the one that matches your industry, basically. I don't think you can change this. This is just a list, and you just can select the ones they have. Good. Let's see another one. Yes, meet Alfred. If you guys want to use Meet Alfred, then let me know, because I can send you a discount. I have some affiliate with them, so you can get a discount on Meet Alfred. So let me know before you set up your account, and I will send you the code, and that gives you some discount that you can use. Great. So do we have any more questions? I'm just gonna end in here, and well, thank you very much for joining me, and see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye bye.